Anyway, what is wrong with telling the world about it if you're brilliant at music, acting, dancing, sport or cooking or showing your nipples on TV? If you have a genuine talent for something, it's not showing off as such. You're just telling the truth. Take Muhammad Ali. You know, when you're as great as I am, he said, it's hard to be humble. Would you have argued with the man voted the greatest sportsman of all time some 30 years after he retired? Now, us Brits, we are far more reserved than our Yankee cousins. We don't like to make a fuss, least of all about our own achievements. But child development experts across the pond say it's not only normal for young kids to boast, it's healthy. By drawing attention to things they do well, they can develop a positive sense of who they are. But take care they don't belittle the achievements of others. Now, what about you? If you could do this, would you tell people?
And when Louis still doesn't get what he wants, he decides to teach the youngsters a lesson.
I mean, I'm 41 in April. I really should stop doing that.
The wonderful thing about that was, to put it in context, all the other dancers there are the best of the best, and they're auditioning to be in a dance supergroup. And after you did that, you just flattened them. You could see in their faces, we may think we're the best of the best, but you are. And you're not shy of telling people?
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't my intent there. What happened was I'd been sitting there for 2 hours and I was so inspired that... And I haven't danced for, like, 10 years. I just couldn't stop myself. And literally, I just had to get up and do it.
I don't believe you hadn't danced for 10 years.
I haven't danced for 10 years. I absolutely have not. Listen, no, but the reason why is because I was born fabulous, so you've got to shout about it. No, but the reason was I was just inspired and I got up and did it. And, yeah, the kids were, like, shocked, because a lot of them kids there hadn't seen me in that context. They knew I used to dance. And they were like, whoa.
Can you do anything? Because my boss is very keen. He says you can do a great thing with your... You can bring your legs up around your... Can you do anything at the table?
How would he know? Oh, listen, I mean, you don't have to push me. It's fine. I'm sure I can pull something out. No, I won't lose the mic. Listen, I'm useless. I'm doing a reality TV show. I'm always mic'd up. Right. I'll give you a quick leg. And you've got to remember, I've been sitting down and this is early in the morning and I haven't warmed up. Right. I keep doing this leg, but it's quite a good one. So... we can take it there. Hold on, I ain't finished. And then we can continue. You can take it, take it. Give it a pull.
Don't, Louis, don't let mine snap.
And then I can just turn it around.
Oh, my words. Turn around.
See? Something for the ghetto. No, I think there's a difference. I think it's how you're. I think it's how you're going to boast. If you boast and you're arrogant about it and you're not giving, I think if you boast and you can be inspirational to people, and you know people look and think, oh my, that's amazing. I think that's great. And right,
is he right? Is he right?
I think there is a difference. There is a difference. I mean, if you're good at something and you say it in a nice way to inspire people,
absolutely,
that's fine. But far too often it kind of tips over into a horrible arrogance, and I can't stand it.
You've really got to be the very best to say it, haven't you?
You know, I've never in my whole life been able to go to an interview and say, I'm really good at this. I've just not been able to do it.
No, me neither. Me neither. Terry?
Well, it's weird when you're working in America and places like that. When you go over there, they expect you to do that.
Yes.
And the weird thing is, they reckon that us as a nation, the British, now we're all a bit diffident and a bit that, but.
Who said you are that?
We were naturally boastful in the past. I mean, even that old phrase, to be born an Englishman was to draw first prize in life's lottery. And they reckon it was the loss of empire. So in a weird way, if we want to get our boastful mojo back, we should send the old redcoats out and start turning the map pink again.
Absolutely.
Not in that way.
No, you lost me on diffident there. I'm working on everything. What's diffident mean? Sorry.
Diffident.
OK,
like sort of modest.
Let's go to the phones with Nate. Kirsty, what do people say?
We have Kirsten on line 1.
Kirsten, good morning.
Good morning.
Is it OK to boast?
Sorry?
Is it OK to boast?
No, it's not. I mean, I agree with the panel. If you're, like, extremely talented or you're some fabulous person, then, yeah, boast and inspire people. But your average person who, doesn't really have anything to boast about, for example, my boyfriend...
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Darling, get rid of him!
we don't... No, he's lovely to me. But we go out and he meets my friends and family. They don't know him. They don't know anything about him. He doesn't inspire them. And he's, oh, I'm so good at this, and oh, yeah, my views, and la la la, and I'm so clever. And
he's just insecure, Kirsty. He's just insecure. He's trying to impress because he thinks your family don't like him. He is on the way to being an ex-boyfriend. Listen, I've got to bring the curtain down on this morning's performance. So thank you for the call, Kirsten.